Sean, is a point of peace an accurate reflection of that match?
Yeah, I thought it was a tight affair. Two competitive groups going at it the best they could. I must say, you probably couldn't see through a screen. The wind is really powerful. It was difficult, I thought, for both teams. We're stretched at the minute, so if you ask me with a competitive performance and to get something from the game, I'd be pleased with that. But obviously, you do get greedy. We had a couple of golden chances, particularly Dwight's, which I thought would have seen the game through.
Is the aim of the season still European qualification, or is that not even entered your thoughts?
No, it's interesting. People keep putting that on us, and it was never the aim of the season. The first aim of the season, what the chairman will tell you, is to stay in the Premier League. The second aim is to get as high at the Premier League as possible. So the second aim is still the one. You've got to remember we've got our highest ever, or second highest ever, points at this stage, with 46 points. So, we're not going to be overcritical of the players, that's for sure. They're working at maximum with very few bodies at the moment. So the real message from me is to be competitive in the remaining games and see where it takes us. We always work on a one game at a time mentality anyway, but I think that's been enhanced by the fact that we just haven't got the group that we were hoping to have. A couple of maybe getting back to some form of fitness with Woody and Robbie Brady and Johan, but obviously we missed Corky and Ben Mee as well. So it's the balance, but the main thing for me is the competitive edge.
Interesting. When you have got, as you say, a thin squad, and I think the same probably goes for Sheffield United, I wonder whether European football next season is almost more of a hindrance, because fighting on two fronts and that Thursday, Sunday thing can really take its toll.
Well, it definitely affects your group, but on the other hand, you want to get up high as high up the league, the Premier League, as you can. You want to finish as strong as you can. It's another badge of honour if you can get in European football of any sort, well, particularly for a club like ours, and Sheffield United, by the way. So I think there is that. Even Wolves, I like Wolves a lot. I think they've got a really good group of players and a good team and the way they go about it. Even they had a really tough start and they've pulled themselves through it, and fair play to them. But it is very difficult. But on the other hand, you want that badge of honour, and we've earned it once, and we'll see what we can do again. I think it's going to be tough going down these games with the limited squad we've got. But as we've shown today, we've still got a competitive edge and a competitive spirit, and it's got us another point on the board today.
Thanks, Sean.
Thanks.
Chris Borden. Chris?
Hiya, Sean. So you're not tend to make many changes to your starting 11, but obviously you'd like more options than you've got currently. Would you have made more changes today, for example?
Do you mean if everyone was fit?
Yeah.
No, probably not. I'd have played the team that I think can win a game, regardless of what the situation was. I've never been overly questioning the amount of games. As you know, it's professional football. That's your job. So, yeah, we've had no choice, but that's for different reasons, injuries, etc., and losing bodies. But no, generally, if we were playing these games 3 in a week and everything, I'd pick the team that I think could win, as long as they were fit and well.
So for three games in 10 days or so, whatever it is, they're still going right to the end again for you, aren't they?
Yeah, really pleased with that. The competitive spirit is definitely there, even with the challenges that we've had, and they've certainly gone as hard as they can today. Like I say, Chris will definitely say they've had the better of the game in patches, to be fair, but they've had a really good chance first minute, I think it was. But after that, we've had golden chances with Vids, we've had a golden chance at 1-0 with Dwighty. J-Rod's had a couple of certainly good chances. So, that edge that takes you over the line, we just couldn't find that moment. But generally, I thought it was a very competitive performance from us against a very competitive Sheffield United side. They've done that all season, where they don't go down easy.
And with what you've got available to you, 7 points from down, you'd be delighted with that, wouldn't you?
Oh, absolutely. Really proud of the players. It's one of the other interviews I just said, is that 2 that got away? I said, well, hang on a minute. So, if we'd have had all these challenges on and off the pitch going into this next phase of games, I think we'd have definitely taken the points we've got out of these first games.
Absolutely. Appreciate that. Cheers, Sean.
Cheers, mate.
Anybody else? Alex James.
Hi, Sean. Just a quick one on the injury situation. Obviously, I think Ben's missed out today. What's the situation there?
Well, Ben's got a thigh strain. It's a pretty good one, so I don't think it's going to be an easy turnaround or a quick turnaround. Corky's got a reasonably serious ankle injury. which is unfortunate, and he's going to need something doing probably. We're waiting to find out. So that means he's certainly going to be out, or certainly for this immediate spell of games, and possibly out for the remaining games for both of them. We've got to wait and see. But yeah, I mean, look, not ideal, but we've had not ideal since we got back in many different ways. So the challenge is to stay competitive, which we hope to do. And like I say, I use that word a lot today because I think we were, and I think we have been in the last few games. And I do remind you at Man City, I know there was a lot going on, but I said, look, there's a competitive edge. I said there was a good shape, there was an energy and a will to the performance, and you're not playing Man City all the time. And if you make mistakes, you get hurt. We haven't made the same mistakes. We've delivered performances that are enough to get something from the game. And like I say, it's a toss of a coin which way it went today, but generally for proper chances, I thought we would have edged it on the real good chances that can win you a game.
Went off, were they injuries or knocks or just tactical?
No, more. I mean, Woody were trying to get some football. Vince has worked ever so hard. I thought he did well today, but he's worked ever so hard. So Woody were trying to get some football, of course. Johan were being careful, and Robbie, because they've had real sort of temperamental spells with their bodies, more so Johan for a while now. So, yeah, I mean, look, the challenge is we haven't got loads of reserve games and things all the time, actually, that we can actually bet these players in. We're just going to have to put them in and hope they've got a level of performance that they can apply. I thought Kevin Long did. I thought Josh Brownhill, again, going from outside, playing wide into the midfield, delivered a good performance. Eric, we ask a lot of, fantastic professional that he is, just gets on with it for the team. So, look, I'm proud of that. I'm proud of the players for every time we change the team, and we've had to, they go and put on a performance that the minimum requirement is maximum effort, and I think that's absolutely gone on show.
Just lastly on Dwight, he started on the right-hand side, then moved to the left late on in the first half and for the second half. Obviously, he played in the middle of midfield in the hole against Palace. Shows his versatility. How did you think he sort of fared today?
Yeah, I thought he looked a little bit tired. It's the first time I've seen him look a little bit tired, but he still finds moments. Put a great ball in, for the free kick. He's found a moment when, obviously, I think everyone at home would have thought he'd put away because of his sort of clinical edge he's got. And he's certainly got a left foot that everyone would be pleased with. I'm sure of that. I certainly would have been. And it drops for him, and he just sort of catches it a bit off. But no, I mean, we've asked a lot of Dwight, and we continue to do so. He's a young player who's still playing week in, week out. So I think he's doing a good job.
Does that come into your thinking, his sort of age, given this volume of games and the number of them? I know you've said professional football is their job and they should be able to play as and when required, but with someone like Dwight, does that come into it or not?
Well, it's all part of your development, because if he goes to where I think he could go in the future, then trust me, you're going to play a lot of games. If he goes into one of the top clubs at some point in the future, he's going to be asked to play a lot of games. So I think mentally and physically does him no harm to play through these tough games when it's just, you're working through it and you're trying to keep diligent, you're trying to do all the basics, and you're trying to find a moment for the team. So I don't think that will do him any harm whatsoever.
That's great. Thank you.
Maybe we have one more, please. Someone go to Jack Dunn.
Hi, Sean. Just a quick one on Jack Court. Does he need surgery?
We're waiting on that, but there's a chance, yes.
Which is there any sort of time frame on it?
No, not at the moment, because obviously when they do it, then we'll find out more. If they do it, I think it's looking likely. I would say I'm just waiting for the exact moment and date and things like that, but it is looking likely.
Thank you.
Jack.
Yeah, just one final question before you go, Sean. Have you had a chance to get to the pub yet?
No, I haven't. It seems, I presume there's a lot of people who have, but I haven't as yet.
Planning to?
Possibly. What's it got to do with you?
Just wondering.
You COVID specialist? Are you?
No, just an Irishman interested.
I won't be buying whoever it is. I'll be demanding some else.
Glad to hear it. Cheers.